What if your side hustles are not ambition? What if they are a nervous system that never stopped waiting for everything to fall apart? Because somewhere between the dot-com crash and the housing collapse, a generation learned something the rest of us inherited without knowing. And what that does to the brain, no career coach will ever put that on a slide. We learned this pattern from watching them. And then, without realizing it, we inherited it.
We love to frame Gen X as hustle pioneers. Side income, portfolio careers, multiple revenue streams. We call it strategy. We call it vision. But here is what no one says. When a generation watches stable institutions detonate twice in one lifetime, the brain does not adapt through inspiration. It adapts through hypervigilance. There is a concept in trauma psychology called allostatic load, the cumulative biological cost of surviving chronic, unpredictable stress. Researcher Bruce McEwen showed that under prolonged financial threat, the brain literally rewires its threat detection system. It stops trusting single points of stability. It starts building redundancy, not as a plan, but as a reflex. The dot-com crash of 2000, the housing collapse of 2008. Gen X didn't watch these from the outside. They lost jobs. They lost equity. Some lost both, twice. And the nervous system of someone who has survived 2 economic extinctions does not say, diversify your portfolio. It says, if this disappears tomorrow, what can I not lose? That is not entrepreneurship. That is economic PTSD. We are now selling their trauma response as a lifestyle brand. And somehow, we are all buying it. So what do we actually do with this? Because understanding the source of a behavior is not the same as being free from it. Here are 2 frameworks worth carrying, but we are going to start with the darker one. The origin audit. Every income stream you build deserves one honest question. Is this strategy or is this survival reflex? Psychologist Peter Levine, in his work on somatic trauma, noted that trauma responses become invisible when they produce socially rewarded behavior. Making money from fear looks exactly like making money from intention until you stop and the anxiety doesn't. And this is where it gets interesting. Ask yourself this: if I removed this income stream tomorrow and stayed financially fine, would I feel free or would I feel naked? The answer tells you everything about where this came from. Now, the second framework, the floor audit. Not a budget, not a vision board, a floor, the minimum economic base that makes you feel structurally safe. Most financial advice tells us to build up. Gen X, without naming it, built down first. Wrong version, I need to make more. Right version, what is the exact number I stop panicking? That number, specific, named, written down, deactivates the threat loop. Because the brain does not calm down from abundance, it calms down from sufficiency that feels real. We started by asking whether your side hustles are ambition or anxiety. Now we know the question was never really about income. It was about what the body learned to do when the ground stopped being solid. You are allowed to build multiple income streams, not because the hustle culture told you to, but because you are the only one who can decide whether you are building from fear or building from actual choice. Those two things look identical from the outside. They feel completely different from the inside. Gen X didn't invent the portfolio career. Collapse invented it. They just survived long enough to be called pioneers. Maybe the question was never how many income streams you have. Maybe it was always, what are you still trying to protect yourself from?